just clash with somebody, not sure why. That is quite possibly because you are in a situation where you are clashing with a particular Enneagram type. So the numbers that we've already gone through, if you haven't already done that, go back to the start of the channel and I'll walk you through the 9 different Enneagram types and what the wing numbers are. So we recapped on what all those were in our last session. So what we're going to do today is talk about what about those numbers that we actually clash with. So I often find that you'll start striking up and noticing a pattern. For example, I am my personality type tends to clash or with the 8, which is the power number, the controller. Now 8s either absolutely love me or they absolutely hate me. I call it, it's kind of like a Marmite. So you either love it or you don't. And it's one of those situations. And you know, I can just be me and it'll just flare up somebody, or they'll go, wow, I admire that, you know, you're strong and you speak your mind and you know, you take no prisoners, and that's just how you are, and I respect that. And then they become very, very good friends. So it's really interesting that there is a complete swing. It's very noticeable. I started noticing after I had done the Enneagram that, you know, there were this, every single time it was this type that I was like, what happened? You know, they've just gone off their rocker and I have absolutely no idea why. And it turned out, it's when I look back now, I realize, oh, he was an 8, oh, she was an 8, oh, you know, that person was an 8, oh, you know, that client was quite hard going and I really had to work hard to keep them happy, you know, or I've, you know, been coaching someone and there's a resistance, and then you have to acknowledge, oh, we've got that resistance that, you know, we're not going to clear what we need to clear for that person if they're so busy having this resistance with you, this obstacle, this clash. So, you know, it's up to us to be flexible, to step outside of what's our comfort zone and step into what we call map of the world in NLP and go, what is it that is going to shift them in a way, in a more positive way. So it is very, very useful. So this is what this whole point of this exercise is now. Actually put this stuff into practice. Don't just go, oh yep, that's interesting, and then you know, delete it or mentally delete it, or actually put it into practice. Like, this stuff really will help you, ladies. I mean, you literally do go, right, oh, that's a 1, that's a 2, that's a 3, that's a 4, and it's like, oh, most of my friends are 4s, or most of my friends are 5s, or oh, I've noticed that a lot of my family members are this particular type. I wonder if that's had an influence on me growing up. You know, when you start getting to the point where it's so comfortable that you can instantly pick up what that person's like, then you're going to find life a lot easier to navigate. And you walking in your shoes, you can go, well, oh, that's interesting. You're just a power number with shoes, power shoes, and they don't work for me. And that's why we had the clash. It's not personal. It's got nothing to do with me per se. They don't know that. They probably haven't had the wisdom of this video, and you know, they could probably do with that, and you know, maybe you want to share if they're open to that kind of thing. So you know, it's just an awareness of, it's that first step, as I mentioned, on the path of going, well, you know, what makes me different to somebody else? Who am I? What are my shoes that I'm, you know, wearing? So that's what we're doing now. It's like, what shoes am I wearing? What do I operate out of most of the time? Am I a caring person? I'm a, you know, need to succeed person? Am I you know, a power person? Am I a chillax person? You know, so it's understanding those shoes so that we can go, right, okay, that's what makes me different from you. And it doesn't make you right or wrong. It doesn't make me right or wrong. It just is that I've got different shoes to yours, and I'm now going to decide whether I'm going to, you know, walk with those shoes and hang out, you know, together or not. So it's what my challenge for you today, very quick and simple, is to start noticing who the people are in your life that you're clashing with. Maybe it's at work, family, friends, whatever the case may be, and see if you can pick up a pattern. And if so, what is that pattern number? And you might find that it's a set number that's coming up for you all the time. Hope you found that useful. If you did, please would you subscribe, like, share, hop over to the Facebook page. Maybe you'd like to share what you discovered with the group, and we'd love to hear from you. So genuinely, I mean that. And if you've got any questions, please feel free to ask over in the Facebook page. Anyway, you have a delightful day. Namaste.